Hey, what's up? It's Brizzo, and this is Hell, aka F.E.A.R. Extreme Difficulty. So, you'll notice the heavy armor. It's the first of 3 before we hit our next checkpoint and before you finally meet Alice Wade. So, always know what kind of weapon you have and what kind of explosives you have. I have a few remote bombs and 1 frag grenade at this moment in time. I'm also packing the G2A2, the Penetrator, and the Type 7. Oh boy. This is not a good way to start. So you notice I went out there and quickly took 2 shots at the heavy armor with the Type 7, which is a good idea because he's pretty weak against them. And come back here because everybody will come to you. Sometimes these heavy armors will chill back. Sometimes they're aggressive. This guy, who I just pinned to the wall, he's an aggressive one. The next 2 are not. They will chill back and try and pick you off, and the last one has a Type 7 of his own, so we'll deal with that when we get there. So try and pick these guys off. There's a few replicas who are guarding this guy, or there is posse or whatever. Be careful when you're walking around because the replicas here tend to hide. Let's see what I'm talking about. So clear everything out here before moving on. The good part about this is there's lots of med packs, and there's a reflex and 1 health booster between here and Alice Wade, but it's really not a lot. You're gonna have to rely on some mad FPS skills. So this is the second area. There's a guy behind that glass in the middle over there where the reflex booster is, and as soon as you start firing, you should take out the guy on the 2nd floor first. 2 guys will tend to come down those stairs back there, and when this guy gets over there, he always pushes that sofa out for some reason. Okay, now that this is clear, you're gonna advance up through the back, and this is actually, I played this about 5 times before I managed to get to the end, and this is perhaps the sloppiest run through of this. You'll see why in a second. That's why. So there's 2 or 3 guys, I forget how many, at the top of these steps, and they're in a pretty good position, and at least one of them has a shotgun. Now these guys tend not to rush down these steps. The first time I played this, I got lucky, and all of them rushed down, and it was clear when I got up there, but not this time. And the problem is they have lots of hiding and cover spots. When you get up this set of steps in front of me, there's 2 small sets of steps that move up to the left and the right, and there's cover positions that they can hide behind those steps. So don't advance up here until you have a good idea of where they are, and try to make sure that the dude with the shotgun is dead. Well, this is the shotgun guy. He's dead. So go up there and be extremely careful. There's 2 armor pickups here, and pick everything up and move on. Now for some reason I like to throw a remote bomb through this window, because there's going to be 3 replicas in here, and it always gets their attention, and I have no idea if I even kill anybody. So 1 guy will be extremely aggressive and will come out of this room. They usually hang out to the right. Alright, I managed to catch them in there, and there's a 3rd guy who always hangs out in the back. He will not come out at all. So you can usually pick off the top of his head from here. Okay, now the 3rd area. Get a frag or a remote bomb here, because there's a guy to the left and a guy to the right, and they're both using cover over there. And they're in extremely good positions to fuck you. So try and take them out, and every time you're done, back up. Now, I kept backing up past this sofa that had been pushed out, because when I came in here the time before, they threw a perfect grenade at my feet and killed me. So be careful of that. Now, You notice here's the second heavy armor. He will not come this far. So pick your shots at him and back up. And be careful, because you'll notice every time I run back here to regroup my my slow-mo, when I go back, he hasn't moved that much, and when I go back, I always look to that room to the left, because guys will come in through there, so just be careful of it. When you come back here, look in there, and if nothing's going on, get ready to take some more shots at this guy. I just nailed him in the face with a frag grenade. Well, this might be a little far to run back, but it's the safest place to go and recoup your slow-mo. And you cannot go in there without it. No, I just love when you nail these guys to the wall. Alright, so keep doing this until the heavy is dead. He's your number one target. Now, he makes this kind of sound when he's dead, but... Alright, so there he goes, and if there's other replicas, you'll hear them say that you took out the heavy, like they just said, so... It's a little safer to go in there, considering I've got a lot of health and a lot of armor still. You can either go in through the other way, but I decided to come in this way, do a little flanking run on these guys. Make sure you pick up the booster and it'll fill up your health all the way. Alright, now you'll notice that I'm at full health and full armor, and I managed to make it through this last confrontation with full health and full armor, so just do what I do, and we're going to make it to Alice Way. Remember, this is not over yet, and you haven't hit a checkpoint, so there's just a few more replicas left, and a heavy armor with a Type 7, so get out your explosives. And you're going to go out there. If you have proximity, use it. If you have just frags, use them. If you have just remote bombs, use them. Use your slow-mo. Throw them at the heavy. He's so incredibly dangerous right now because the Type 7 will kill you. Like, you have no idea. Especially if you have no armor. Alright, now this guy with the shotgun actually came out to meet me. And I think I got the other replica when I threw that first grenade. So keep using your guerrilla tactics against this guy. Alright. And now that that's done, use your heaviest weapon to take him out. Alright, and that's it. Clear this area out, go see Alice Wade, and I'll see you in the next video.